free spirit. I am a nature baby. I love nature. Look, this is where we're taking this video right now. Look at this beautiful little vine growing up. It also has like these beautiful little like blue flowers that are blooming off of it. Like, look, I freaking put Spanish moss in my hair. Like, I am a nature baby. You cannot put me in a cubicle. It's just not gonna be good for me. It's not, okay? Hello, my beautiful friends. I wanted to connect with you at this time because you know, some shifts are happening, and personally, I've been going through a lesson, and I wanted to share it with you because if you were drawn to this video, I'm sure that you resonate with it in some way. So I thought it would be nice, you know, not just to like, you know, I just wanted to like share this lesson with you, but at the same time, like, you know, you kind of like get a little bit of me as well. First off, can I just say like how much I'm obsessed with Spanish moss? So not many people know what Spanish moss is. This is Spanish moss. It's like this dangly, velvety vine that grows off of the oak trees here. This can happen in the Carolinas, in Florida, and in Louisiana. And it's actually very, like, this is actually very, very soft. This one had just fallen on the ground, which sometimes they do. There's more like right above me, and I love it. It's like so beautiful. It's like tinsel for Christmas trees, or it's like I said the other day, I said it's dreadlocks for trees. I just absolutely love it, and it was just like right here, sitting right here as I started this video. So I just wanted to like point this out to you guys, and I kind of want to put it in my hair actually. Kind of like want it, like I want to like wear it or something. Because I don't know, I am just so in love with nature, and I just kind of want that. It'll probably fall out, but kind of want that in my being, because it was right there. So anyways, I've been going through some personal life lessons. I all my life have been a people pleaser, and a lot of us are, especially us empaths and kind souls. We tend to be people pleasers. And people pleasing definitely comes from like our youth, our childhood. We put so much trust and faith into what our parents or authority figures guided us to do or told us what to do, thinking that they knew what was best for us. And at one point in time when we were younger, they did know what was best for us. But as we move into adulthood and we start to establish, you know, our own ego, our own personality, and our own values and beliefs, and, you know, really learning what makes us us, you know, other people don't know that better than you. You know, a lot of us, we don't even know about ourselves, you know? I feel like every single day is a journey. Every single day I'm getting to know more about myself, more of the things that I love, more of the things that I, you know, am capable of, things that, you know, are toxic to me, things that are good for me. I mean, it's a journey just in and of itself. So how can you expect others to know what is best for you, what is right for you, better than your own self? Because, you know, if we even struggle with finding out who our true self is and our true identity, how can we rely on others? And so, you know, we get up into adulthood and then we feel a little bit like lost, maybe as to what to do with our career, or, you know, what is healthy for us or what we should do. So we look to others for answers. We ask questions to our friends, to our family. Maybe you look it up on YouTube, asking questions, and, you know, you just adapt this other information from these other people, thinking that this is what's right for you, or thinking that, you know, they have your best intention at heart, and maybe they do, you know, but a lot of times people are coming from their perspective, not just like, you know, who you are. And only you can answer these questions, you know, only you can decide what is best for you. And so that's the lesson that I've been going through, and I feel like this is a lesson that has been a little bit reoccurring, and it's in different areas, you know. For a while it was my love life, you know, what is right for you in your love life, and getting to know what was best for my body. Now I've been stepping into this new stage where it comes to career. Now, for most of you that know and are on this channel, I am a yoga teacher. I'm a certified yoga teacher. I love doing yoga. Yoga was so healing for me, and I absolutely love doing it so much. And that is what I want my main source of work. It's part of my purpose here, is to do yoga and is to bring healing to myself and others, to learn more about yoga and how it can be healing, and to share that with others. Alongside, these little lessons, these little tidbits, these vibrational frequencies, or upgrades, if you want to call them, to share them with you. I feel like I have a mixture of things that I love to do that are a part of my purpose, and yoga is definitely a big one. However, with the pandemic and restrictions that we've been going through, I was forced right away just to start an online platform for my yoga, and I have been doing that, and I have been releasing a lot of free content, and it just really hasn't kicked off for me just yet. I don't have a bunch of subscribers to this channel, and I have a Patreon. I literally have 0 people on my Patreon, and it's been up for 5 months now. I have a class on Skillshare where I teach you, how to actually get to know your own self, stepping into your true power, finding your true authenticity, and also, learning how to love yourself in finding that and loving yourself and stepping away from that people pleaser mentality. I have a class on Skillshare for that, and I do receive a little bit of revenue for that, but you guys, it's not even a double-digit figure, so I kept trying to brainstorm, what can I do? Well, the other thing that I love to do is I love to travel. So I do not want to be committed to a job where it's going to keep me somewhere, especially if it's in a place where I don't want to live, and keeping me there for a long period of time. So I started looking into getting remote jobs. What are some remote jobs that I can do? But the industry is so saturated that I was having a hard time for, the abilities that I have to find a remote position. And in all honesty, I kept just getting I just kept running into these MLMs. And I don't want to do an MLM. It's I'm trying to earn money, not spend money. At the same time, it's I do know people because I travel all over the world. I travel around the continental US. But I do not believe in a specific material product so much that I want to try and market and sell that to these people that I've met. It just, for me, it seems wrong. If I ever found a true product that I really believe in, like yoga is not necessarily a product, it's a service, but I believe in yoga, and so I am fine and comfortable teaching about that, educating people on it, and pushing them to try it. If they don't like it, yoga's not for everyone. Just not everything is for everybody. Just like we're talking in this video. Everybody is different. Everyone's an individual, and only we know what is best for us. So, I didn't feel right doing any of these MLMs. I was I can't sign up for this. No, I can't do this. So then, I'm surrounded by, I would say, an older mindset of people. And, that mindset is you need to work hard to achieve your dreams. And I'm sure a lot of us have heard this, and it's not that I don't believe in working hard. It's just that for me, I am driven by passion. I'm driven by love, and I'm driven by my purpose. And part of my purpose is to bring healing and love to other people. And a lot of these, just 9-to-5 office jobs, I have to get very, very creative in how I heal and send love to people. And I have done it before. I've worked multiple different jobs throughout my life, and I do bring love and light into the workforce. However, it doesn't make me feel as fulfilled as my other work that I do when I'm really zoning in on that, because it's a bit compartmentalized. Because when you are in that type of work environment, you're a slave to time. You're a slave to the company, and you're a slave to time. And that's at least how I feel, and I want to use that term. I guess, I don't think I'll be censored, but I've heard that recently, politically correctness, you can't use the word slave, but I'm talking about just within this matrix, and that that type of industry, it's like just not for me, and it's not healthy for me, and I've already discovered that beforehand. So it's very frustrating for me to hear from so many people, well, this is the type of job you need to get in order to get what you want. And the thing is that I've tried that before. I've actually tried to have 3 of those jobs at one time, and it didn't get me what I wanted. It actually got me sick, it got me tired, it got me in a brain fog, it got me into a total mental breakdown. It got me into some really dark places. So, for one person, one type of, not one type of person, but for several people, that is true. If you work that 9 to 5 and you get like a good paying job, you can receive a great amount of abundance, and you could feel fulfilled in that role. And, you can also, then use that money that you have to put towards whatever your dream was, your goal, whatever you wanted. That is true. That works for, some people, and God bless those people. Thank you so much for being in existence and for doing those jobs, because I have to tell you, I am not one of those people. I am not one of those people. That is not the job for me. Like I said, I get sick, I get mental breakdowns, I get into a deep depression, I will gain weight, I've even manifested major injuries because the universe is telling me, stop, this is not for you, you are making yourself sick. We have to intervene now, put you on pause so that you aren't working anymore, because this life is not for you. You are not doing your purpose. So sometimes when we try and put that round peg into a square hole, and we're really trying to make it work, and it doesn't vibrate with our authenticity, we can either manifest being sick because we know subconsciously, we know within our soul that this is not right for us, this is not good for us. We can manifest sickness, we can manifest injury, because we do not want to be doing that job. So it'd be so much better, it's not better, because then you're injured, and then you can't, and then you're really put on pause for your goals and dreams. So recently I had been looking for a job, and I just, I'm in this state where it's like I really need to have more abundance in my life to pay bills and to survive in this society, because that is at the level that I am vibrating. But at the same time, I don't need to sacrifice what is not good for me. I don't need to sacrifice my body, my health for a job. And so recently I was offered a position where it was, decent amount of money. I would say decent because I know I know what the result would be, and so therefore I have to say decent. Like, you couldn't pay me enough to get sick, basically. That's how I felt. I'm gonna get sick if I do this job, so you need to pay me more. I'm basically signing on to get sick and be unhappy in this position. But I got offered this position, and it was Monday through Friday, and they said, it's going to be a 45-hour work week and overtime. So I'm someone, and this is a cubicle job in a big corporate building, and it was kind of, it's conflicting. It's a little conflicting, because it's like the people, the company, they are actually, doing something that overall, it's a good system. It was basically for the government sent the state a certain amount of money that's distributed into the counties for COVID relief for businesses and nonprofits, and basically distributing out those funds. That was basically the job, and just helping assist in that, which I would be working more in the administrative side. So I would be, really going over contracts, just dealing with a lot of paperwork, spreadsheets, evaluating stuff, and things like that. And I can do that, and it's not something that I love doing. It's not something that makes me happy to do, but I can definitely do that in order to, bring in that abundance. But however, I knew that I could not do that every single day, 8 to 5, with the current place where I'm living. and not being able to get out in nature. You know, the sun goes down earlier right now, so therefore parks close at sunset. If you're getting off at 5, then you have an hour, and it might take you 30 minutes to drive to the park, and then you get to the park and they're about to close. That's just really hard for me. I am a free spirit. I am a nature baby. I love nature. Look, this is where we're taking this video right now. Look at this beautiful little vine growing up. It also has like these beautiful little like blue flowers that are blooming off of it. Like, look, I freaking put Spanish moss in my hair. Like, I am a nature baby. You cannot put me in a cubicle. It's just not gonna be good for me. It's not, okay? So everyone was telling me, that's a great job, you should take it. That's a great job, you should take it. Like, that's not bad at all, you should take it. And there was so many people telling me that I should take it, and I just decided to tap into my own energy. And I was like, okay, I understand that a lot of people see this as a great job, and a lot of people see that as, like, you know, really good money, but is this for me? And, you know, is the cost worth it? You know, like, is that money that we're gonna make, is that worth it? And, you know, right now I'm living in a really beautiful place that is a lot more, it's a warmer climate. And I came here during these winter months to escape the cold and to get into the warm. So why should I sign myself up for being in an office where it's air conditioned all the time that I'm here? Like, that also, like, didn't make sense for me. So I just honestly, I meditated on it. I prayed to my personal guides, angels, what was best for me, because that is who I like to go to. You know, I'm not saying that that's what you guys have to do. You can definitely, you know, call upon God, creator, source, you know, deities, whatever is best for you. Even if you're, just ask your own self some questions. So I meditated, I prayed, I asked myself just some of my own questions, and then, you know what I did that really, really helped me make the decision? I'll tell you this. The thing that really sold me on my decision is I decided to lay down, and I played some binaural beats because that's my jam. I love binaural beats. And I decided to visualize myself in that work position. What would it look like? What would my life look like? How would my life shift? What would it look like if I accepted that position, and what would my day-to-day look like? And so that's what I did, is I visualized it, and I had anxiety the entire time. I felt pain in different parts of my body. I felt knots in my stomach. I felt a bit nauseous. You know, it wasn't all bad. There was some good things that I did visualize and that I saw, but overall I saw a lot of stress. I saw a lot of health problems. I saw that I wasn't taking care of myself because I didn't have the time to do so. And I'm sure, you know, anyone who works a 9-to-5 job, I'm sure that you can relate and understand, you know, if you're vegan, or you've tried to go vegan, or you've tried to introduce plant-based diet into your life. It's not that it's an expensive diet, but it is a bit time consuming. You know, you have to have time to meal prep. And, you know, maybe you're saying, well, do it on the weekend. And it's like, yeah, well, you can do it on the weekend. But in my current situation, I don't really have a kitchen that I can cook a whole week's worth of meal preps, because I've done that before and I have no problem doing that, but I don't have the space to do so right now. So that was a big factor for me. And so when I just did that little kind of visualization, it gave me so much anxiety, and it gave me so much anxiety that I didn't even want to like be there anymore in that visualization. And I was like, I need to like change my energy right now because this is bad stuff. So I changed it, and I visualized myself doing yoga in an exotic place, you know, somewhere like Mexico, Costa Rica, maybe Bali. I don't know. It was tropical. It was vibing. It was beachy. I loved it. And I was at a retreat center and I was teaching yoga. And when I wasn't teaching yoga, I was either hanging out at the retreat center, helping out with certain duties, or I was exploring the area around, and that amplified joy came back into my body. And it just, you know, let me know that this is what you're supposed to do. This is your purpose. So I decided, okay, well, that's what I'm gonna, focus all my energy on, because I can feel like I want to follow my passions. I want to follow my desires. I want to love my life every single day. And I know that this, may not be for everyone. I have always been like this. Even back in like grade school and high school and even college, I remember that people didn't believe, like, for instance, when I was in high school, people were like, what are you going to do with your life, Anne? And I said, I'm going to be a makeup artist. And I had already done makeup artistry training back in like my freshman year. I had gone and gotten certified, and I was doing some work that my mom had to come with me because I was so young that I wasn't necessarily supposed to be working, so my mom had to assist me and she would just come with a book, and she would go and grab us snacks and things. But I worked on movie sets throughout high school. And so when we were graduating, people were like, what are you going to do? I'm like, I'm going to be a makeup artist. And they're like, that's not going to make you enough money. Like, an artist, you're going to be a starving artist. And actually, I manifested being a makeup artist. I was a successful makeup artist for several years. I even relocated my business to Hawaii, and I actually did really well out there up until I got a neck injury. And the universe just decided that, hey, here is your Saturn return. First of all, that's what happened. My Saturn return happened, and I got this horrible neck injury, but was also a blessing because that led me to yoga, and that is how my path shifted. But my whole point in that story is that, people were telling me, just like they're telling me now, like, you can't do that. That's not how it's going to happen. And I keep feeling like that's a false belief. That's not my belief. And sometimes I do adopt that belief, and then it makes me feel horrible, and I get depressed, and I get very mopey and sad about it. So I am doing this video to share this lesson with you, and maybe you can try to do this with me. I want to throw away that belief. I surrender that belief. I've been working on surrendering that belief, because I do not believe that is my belief. My belief is that I can live a life that I love every single day, and I can do this. I can get paid to do what I love. I manifested it before. I can do it again. I can step into that energy again. I've just been I've gone through a lot of trauma, in all honesty, and maybe you have too. And maybe through that trauma you adapted some false beliefs, because at the time, the people that were telling them to you, those people made you feel safe, and so you trusted them, and you thought that they had good advice and good wisdom, and so you adopted that belief, and that was okay for a time. But now it is time to let go of these false beliefs. It is time to let go of anything that does not resonate with us anymore. We just went through a Leo full moon, and Leo is connected to a fire sign, which also resonates with our ego. Leo is in charge of our ego, and not the ego necessarily in a bad way. I'm talking about ego in the sense of your identity, like your authenticity, and what it is that your true purpose is. And that's why I'm also doing this video, is I just wanted to show up to you guys in my authenticity, just be real with you. I know that some people are not going to resonate with this video. A lot of people probably won't even watch this video, and that's fine, but I wanted to start this video because that's my intention for going forward, is to be authentic with you, be authentic with my social media, and just be real. Because I have to tell you that I was scared for a while to admit to people that I don't want to work a 9-to-5. I don't want to work every single day of my life. I don't want to do it. And that was scary for me because there's so many people around me, and I think within this society, that just say, oh, well, then you're lazy. You don't want to work, you're lazy. And that's hurtful to hear. And so, being that people pleaser self, I was always like, I don't want people to know this. I'm going to hold on. I'm going to get other jobs. But then I wasn't focusing on my yoga practice and my love and my passion and my true purpose. And so for me going forward, I have chosen to be real, to be authentic, to be truthful with this platform, with my other social media platforms, and just to be truthful, so I can be truthful to myself too, that is not who I am about, and I want to follow my passions, and I'm going to trust my inklings, trust my intuition, trust my gut feelings, and also let love guide me. Whatever I love, whatever brings me joy, let that guide me as to what direction I want to go. And I have to tell you that I did not feel regret. I did not feel guilty. I did not feel remorse for saying no to that job. When I told them, because they said, hey, we want you. We want you. You have the position. Let us know by tomorrow. And so I thought about it, and I then told them, you know what? I decided that it doesn't suit my lifestyle, and I don't think it's a good fit for me. So I'm gonna have to say no. And I said thank you, for offering me the opportunity, but I'm gonna have to pass on it. And after I did that, I felt so much relief. They wanted me to start on Monday, which is just in a few days, and I felt so much relief in saying no. And then I felt like all day, because this happened today, I told them no. So all day I have just been like, I love you so much, Anne. I love you for doing that. I'm proud of you for doing that. I'm proud of you for listening to your body. And that's why I'm kind of feeling this like high uplifting energy, because I feel so empowered that I listened to my body. I listened to the signs. I trusted my own self. I didn't listen to someone else. I didn't trust in someone else's truth. I trusted in my own truth and what was best for me. And I plan on doing this going forward. Going forward, I plan on doing this even more so. And I encourage you to do this. If you're watching this video, I encourage you to follow your gut instincts. What is it telling you? Are you in a job right now that makes you miserable? It's a poor work environment. People treat you horrible, or you just hate what you're doing. It's mundane. It makes you feel depressed, or you're wiped out. You work every single day, you get the weekend off, and on the weekend you're just sleeping or watching videos because you're completely wiped out. Like, how is it that your work is making you feel, and how can you change that? How can you shift? What's something that you love that maybe you can shift to? Like, I don't have it all figured out, you guys. I wish that I could tell you right now that it's like, I discovered, that this work wasn't for me, and you guys, I am thriving in the stuff that I love. I wish that I was one of those like influencer YouTubers that could say that right now, but I'm being real with you. I don't have it all figured out. I am still, have a lot of questions of my own. All I know is that I am so freaking stubborn. That's what it is, you guys. I am stubborn, and I will not settle. And I don't want to settle just for this note, okay? For this note that claims that it is worth so much. And that's what we all work for. It's just this piece of, I don't even think it's paper. I'm not really sure what it's made out of. It might be paper. Used to be cotton, because it was backed by cotton, and it used to be backed by gold. Now, what is it even backed by? I'm pretty sure that our US dollar has plummeted down, and it's really not backed by anything other than the energy we give it, other than the power that we give it. And for me, I don't find value in that note. I found value in, my health, my vitality, how I feel every day. I put value into nature. I love nature. I'm obsessed with nature. I put, value into traveling and experiences and loving life. And, it was so interesting in my youth that people used to always be like, Anne, I love that that you just follow your passions, because there was so many people in my youth that just wouldn't do what they wanted to do. Like, I would just be like, this is what I'm doing on the weekend because this is what I want to do. And some people wouldn't allow themselves to just do what they wanted to do. And people would admire my lifestyle. Even in the most recent, I haven't really earned a lot of money in the last few years, but you know what? I have had more experiences than some people who have made triple the amount of money that I have. People have made so much more money than I have, but they've never even been outside of their own state. And I have visited over 12 different countries. And so it's just like, that to me is worth more meeting all the interesting people, having the experiences, having my health, my vitality, getting to hike and be in nature, and seeing different animals in the wild, and like just, you know, we all have different things that are important to us and that we value. And so I just want to step back into that authenticity that I used to have in my youth, which was to just do what I want, follow what I love, and be stubborn in that and not settle. You know, I do not want to settle for some job just for a note. Just for a note, even though this note supposedly tells us in society that this is our golden ticket, this is what's going to get us shelter, this is what's going to get us food, this is what's going to get us our dreams, our goals, our desires. It's a bit of a false promise, because it doesn't always work out that way. And so I much rather try to live my truth, live my purpose, live a life that I love every single day, and then I'll know that I have lived. I'll know that I was true to myself, that I loved myself, that I honored what I wanted in life, and it wasn't working in a cubicle 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Actually, it was 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. every single day. So what else do I want to say, you guys? Let me just take a sip of my elixir here. I don't know if you watched my previous video. I'll link it in the corner here, or this one, whatever it is, where I talked about 2020 intentions, and I said that, you know, the coffee or tea that you make in the morning, it's magic. It's elixir. It gives your body energy from a bean, from a leaf. It's so cool. Well, my friends, I really hope that this helped you in some way. I hope that it might have inspired you in some way to, you know, go after your dreams, go after your passions, and don't settle. You know, don't settle in relationships, and don't settle when it comes to a job and work that you don't think is worth it, or that you're miserable in. Please don't, because I mean, this may be drastic to you guys, but this is because I am just very stubborn in my nature, and I do not want to settle. But for me, I, you know, was thinking about it, and I was like, okay, so let's say that, like, you know, we do this job and we do it for a few months and we earn this money, and then we can save this money to then go and put towards our big dream, right? A lot of people do that. But I knew that I was going to be miserable every single step of the way of doing it. And I was like, okay, so I can be miserable every step of the way doing this for a few months, and then I'll have that money, and then I can do that dream. What happens if even during those few months I get in a car accident driving to work? What happens in those few months if I get really, really sick and I either have to be hospitalized, or I have to pay medical bills or something? What happens if I actually end up getting severely injured, hurt, or even possibly dying while I'm doing this job? I will my spirit, my true self will be so pissed at me for basically having wasted that time of just being miserable, knowing that we were going to be miserable and going into it and doing it anyways. And then we either manifested the sickness or the injury, or it came to us by some unexpected surprise. You know, what is unexpected surprise? Really, we manifested it, right? And then that money will have been for nothing. It'll go straight towards medical bills. It'll go straight towards, you know, my recovery process and just having to get back to square one. So that's how I looked at it, and that's how I saw it. And I don't know if you feel very similar in this way. I am definitely childlike in spirit, and I am trying to learn how to coexist in this society that has been built up around me that I apparently signed up for. I signed up to be here, so I need to figure out how I can survive in this reality and with all of us. And I'm working on it, and I plan on sharing with you updates, follow-ups, these life little lessons, because like I said, I do not have it all figured out. We are in this together. And so in regards to that, I hope that you guys, if you've watched this video, please leave a comment. Please let me know what you're dealing with, what you will not settle on, like what you're struggling with, what are your triumphs. If you are possibly an elder and you found this channel and you resonate with my energy and what I'm saying, and you were the same way and you have figured it out, please share your success story. Even if it's just a little bit of it, please share it in the comments below, because every single time we hear about someone else doing it and being successful in it, that means that we can do it too. That means that there is a way, there is a path, you know? So I really encourage you to share. At the same time, if you are struggling like I am and you know you're looking for something, then please put it in the comments below so we can help each other out, so we can start a conversation. You know, I may have knowledge about something that you're looking to get into. Maybe you want to be a makeup artist. I have tons of information about being a makeup artist. You know, maybe you want to be a yoga teacher and I can help you with that. And at the same time, you guys, if you have information for me and you can help me figure out, like, hey, I know someone who I am a yoga teacher and I figured out how to do my dream of yoga and traveling and helping people, and this is how I did it. Like, share with me. If you have, you know, even job opportunities, you know, share with me. Let's all be there for each other in the comment section below. And just overall, just, you know, be there for your friends, for your family, be present, love on one another. We are all in this together. We are not against one another. I don't really believe in competition. I know that some people say that there's healthy competition, maybe with yourself, but honestly, I think that competition, you know, ends up creating divide. So for me, I think that we are all in this together. We are all beautiful, we are all worthy, and we are all deserving of exactly what we want and desire. So that's it, my friends. I know this turned out to be kind of a long video, but I feel like I needed to get this off my chest and to share this with you. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, please let me know so I can continue doing these kinds of videos. If you're looking for more yoga videos, affirmations, meditations, then you, my friends, are in the right spot, and you can check out my channel, subscribe, because I am constantly posting different classes. I do different styles of yoga. I'm constantly posting affirmation videos. I love them. And I also do guided meditations. I am sending you so much light and love. Light and love. Here's some selenite. I wish that it would I wish I had a better camera so I could focus on how pretty it is, but it's just pure white light. I am sending you this pure white light and love and blessings your way. Till next time, my friends. Namaste. Hey, look, it stayed in. Maybe I could make a necklace out of this. Oh yeah, this could become a trend.